Hello, my fellow full of the samurai players, Zaript here, with the third game against Taiko, tiebreaker on a rice field, and this is Dragon Wars tournament group stage, group number 14. In first two games we played 1-1, I lost on Waterfall, won on Hidden Mountains, and here it comes, rice fields. And disclaimer again, guys, if you want something active and entertaining, you probably should skip this because I'm planning to analyze my own mistakes and mistakes of Taiko if possible and talk about how you can enhance your gaming experience by playing better. So, for rice fields, a lot of people do what Taiko do. This seems like a logical idea, right? To bring as many 150s as you can. So Taiko brought Infantry de Marine and US Marines. He also brought 4 red beers, I think. Okay, 3 white beers and yes, indeed 4 red beers. So 8 line units, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 line units. So his cavalry is Yariki, and Yariki, all rank 1 or 2. So cheap and weak Yari cavalry. Now, these tournaments rules do not allow you to take more than 9 line. So taking 2 150s is relatively safe, but what will happen if you take too many 150s on this map? Actually, no, I will show you later. I have a perfect replay to explain you what will happen. But generally, again, when I saw this, I was okay, I know what to do. Because I have only one 150, my Royal Marines, supported by 2 Black Tortoise forces as usual in Hour of my Royal Marines. I have 2 Red Bears here and 2 Red Bears here. So I have 7 units. 1 less unit than Taiko, and that's the whole United States Marines or Infantry de Marine. So it's 1,500 koku that I spent on cavalry instead of line. And my cavalry, as you can see, it's again 4 Yariki rank 2. 3 Yariki rank 2. 2 Sabri cavalry rank 0 and rank 2. Whoa. I'm sorry. I never saw. Did you see this? I never saw. Look at this Sabri cavalry. All dash and fire, less bukes, sabros. Lol. What is this? Revolvers can. I never saw this before, honestly. Yeah, I'm stupid like that. And I have 2 revolvers. Same idea. If he has stronger cavalry, I want to charge him and I want to use my revolvers from behind to decimate his cavalry. So I will exchange cheaper cavalry unit for more expensive. Now, when he have weaker cavalry and less cavalry than me, my plan instantly changes. So look what I try to do here. First of all, I want to create force imbalance. I see that he goes for a middle with his 150s, so I say, okay, I'm going to avoid these units as much as possible. So you see, I don't even plan to put any units here. What's important to understand is that you can't avoid it all the time. If he pushes with his 150s, I will have to retreat, and then he would be flanking this force, right? And this all, I'm not thinking about it. I just know it from all my gaming and watching experience. And this is mistake which you instantly have to see, but it's not real mistake. So if Taiko pushes aggressively in the middle, I will have to pull back and this force would be in danger. So what this means? This means I have to win at this flank with these units. And with this cavalry, I have to win, kill it faster than he pushes middle. So it's a race. Right now, this is a race against time for me. So, here one questionable moment. It's this split. when I saw he have only 4 Yariki, I decided to split my cavalry. I got too cocky here. Again, it would be perfect split if I had unrestricted camera. But who said I can properly micro my cavalry on 2 flanks with classical camera? It's pretty much impossible, guys. Don't do this if you're not confident in your micro. So I think this is actually a mistake, but let me explain you my plan. What I want, 3 cavalry here, 3 here, revolvers to be able to react very fast if he does something funny. And what I want to do, since he have less cavalry, if I push here and start a fight, he will have to put all his cavalry on this side. And then I will be able to use my cavalry on my right flank against him. That was my plan. I explained it pretty nicely, I think, so you know what I wanted to do. Now let's see what I actually did. So moving in, I have 150 range advantage here. I want to get in fast. And I actually want to get in this forest fast. I don't want, at least I don't want Taiko to get in this forest. So terrain does not allow him to get first volley. So I will stop faster than him, and I think I will get first volley, will I? Yes, I should. Why is it? Okay, finally they're shooting. And I use my 150s instantly to get even more flanking shots. Now look what Taiko did. It's pretty much, pretty much no box. And he have cavalry hidden here, I saw it. Now instead of using my 3 cavalry here, what I do is I split them. I keep 1 here as a threat. I put my revolvers back to be able to use it wherever I want. And I charge unit that I'm already attacking. I want to kill this unit fast. And now, this is exactly what I said. You see, he aggressively pushes the middle. So I have to react fast because soon, when I pull back, he would be threatening my Royal Marines from a flank. And here, Taiko probably does a mistake. He don't really need to attack this force. If he just uses these US Marines to push here, I would be in a much bigger trouble. But now, I already routed 1 unit. And now, almost. It should be routing pretty soon. My cavalry got in. Wait for it. It routed. And I was looking carefully. Okay, now it routed. Now it's not pulling through. Now I can send my cavalry to another unit. This is actually very annoying to always keep an eye on. And obviously, he tries to turn his red beard to shoot my sabre cavalry now. But will I allow him? Nope, never. That's why I keep my Yariki on this side. He tries to countercharge it, but he reacts a teeny bit too late. Here, just because I was too busy flanking there, look how awkwardly I micro my units on this flank. So at some point I decided, whatever, I can't win this. Let me just exchange for these US Marines good enough. So here, rear charge at this red bear, and Taiko reacted too slow. I can even countercharge him. And here my revolver cam, and this line is disrupted as well. So look, all my 3 lines here are alive. My US Royal Marines at 150. I still have cavalry left. My revolvers almost didn't shoot. That's how you break a flank. Cheap, fast, easy. I started shooting, then my cavalry followed. When he tried to counter it, other cavalry followed. That's how it works. And it's really difficult to explain, but you just calculate, okay, he had 4 line units here. So I have range advantage. So I start line fight. What would I need? When line fight starts, I need 1 cavalry unit as disruption here. And when he turns, I need this cavalry unit to keep this line busy. So you can actually calculate it when you have much more cavalry than your opponent. So, and here with my Yariki charging with this disruption, what I did, if you look at this looked very bad at the beginning. But now look, I have 2 red bears. exchanging 2 red bears for 1 US Marine. Yarik, this is good. This is very good because my own Royal Marine is at full health, and I killed 50 men at this infantry marine already by exchanging with these red bears. But it's much worse than I wanted it to be, obviously. And I still have this revolver, which did nothing, and now I send it to this flank because I want to keep breaking it. I want to destroy this flank completely. So he sent 1 more cavalry unit. Awkward charge, didn't really get a nice charge bonus. Now he routed both cavalry units, but he can't micro this flank because he micro at that side at the moment. And my revolvers just decimate him. You see, his units just keep killing my routing Yariki. Maybe he could have gotten some men in my revolver. He probably wouldn't kill it. And now look at this. Now it's going to collapse. So Taiko in a very tough spot at this flank, at his right flank, and he does the right thing to do. He pulls back. Sacrifice some men in my Black Tortoise force to get my Royal Marines. And on this, I did the same thing. Look, I pulled back a little bit. So I'm slowly but surely getting rid of his cavalry. Now, will he get a volley on my Yariki? This is bad, this is very bad. Nah. Yes, he still gets some shots. Bad. So let's take a look at what's happening. I'm getting some shots on his low-range units. He gets some shots on my low-range units. But let's look at minimap. It's pretty much like with Hida. If we look at Taiko right now, he actually have much stronger lines than I am. Let's see, 2 150s, 2 full red bears and white bears, and 2 depleted ones. His general is alive, and he still have Yariki. What advantage I have? Actually, I have only mobility to me and killing power. Actually, what I need, look at this. Really, I only have 4 line units, 3 of them depleted. My Royal Marines, I'm glad that I use them so well. Still full. So look what I do. I don't have any plan yet. At this point I thought, okay, I'm going to lose this actually, because I don't know how to break this. There is no attacker defender rule. So I'm start with hiding, putting my cavalry around. So why do I do this? Can I charge him? No, I cannot charge him. What I try to do with this, now when my cavalry is behind in this forest, when my revolvers here and line here, he can't turn all his line towards my line. So he have to keep some of his units looking at his rear. So these 2 depleted Yariki, without doing anything, keep this white bear busy. You see? White bear have to look back just to counter this cavalry. Now I want this unit to be the same as that Yariki, just a threat. Revolvers, same. And here what I use, I noticed a mistake Taiko did. He blobbed up his units and he gave up this forest. So now I'm moving my Black Tortoise force and I would be able to keep the forest. So, bottom line, I try to get absolutely all advantages I can, because I'm going to lose this fight if I just engage him. So I split all my forces. Now he have just to keep to get control of my sabre cavalry. He keeps this cavalry unit here. So I just try to make as many angles for me as I can. But then I slowly actually put my main striking force on his front. And let's see what happens. This is difficult to explain. It's something you have to feel. And no, I'm not going to engage. Not at all. Now he tries to move in with his red beers and get 150 shots from behind. And here it is. I suddenly see it. Look. 2 units looking this way. This is mistake. This is actually not something like huge mistake. This cavalry could have won him the game. But now look. 4 of his units looking this way and 2 looking this way. Which means this angle is free for me to attack. I instantly send my Sabri cavalry from this forest to attack from this angle. My red bears to attack from this angle. My revolvers getting ready to attack from this angle. Well, I wanted them here in case I will need to get rid of this cavalry. And now he presenting me his flank. This is a huge mistake. I'm shooting him from a flank, and even though I'm losing these units, it's almost too late. Man, this micro of mine. But look, he gave me this angle of approach. This is huge mistake. Yeah, and now it's too late for him. Sabri cavalry connects, and my revolver cavalry still have ammunition. And now this game is over. Because his infantry, the marine, have less men than my Royal Marines. And look, 2 units still facing in strange directions. And this is over. Game which looked impossible for me suddenly became sort of an easy victory. But it definitely weren't easy. I was very careful. I was waiting. I was putting my forces around. Well, I explained it clear enough, I hope, in this game. So what you can learn from game like this? First, you can counter 150s by having mobility and breaking your opponent flank faster. So, for example, what mistake I did? If I had 1 cavalry unit here instead of 3, and I had, say, 5 cavalry units here instead of 4, I would just swoop Taiko's flank here, most probably, with this line. So this split was a mistake. Someone with better micros than me could have used it, but not me. And yeah, this is first part. And because of these awkward exchanges, because I was very bad at controlling this engagement, in the end it was very close. But imagine I pulled back properly here, right? So his US Marines do not fight. I pull back. I still have 2 full units. I still have 3 cavalry units. And I keep flanking. So he wastes his time with US Marines chasing me. I keep spend my time flanking. Maybe later I will break. And all this time, while I'm not fighting here, I'm breaking his flank. So imagine I win here without losing here. This is what you want to do in your perfect scenario. But well, it wasn't that perfect. And good games to Taiko. He definitely gave me a run for my money. And sorry for such a long explanation, but that's how casters look at a game, honestly. And during the cast of tournament matches, when we stream them, I cannot go into all these details. I cannot explain it. And honestly, sometimes I think people misunderstand the stuff I say. Because there is so much explanation untold, like unsaid, if I can call it that. So, and this is very important to understand this concept, how firepower works. We use these words, but do we really understand what it means? Firepower, range advantage, mobility advantage, and how it works on different maps. Because a lot of people make mistake of judging the game only by stats or cost effectiveness, let's say. They look, okay, these units have melee attack, such a melee attack, such a melee defense, such a reload, for example. So it's better, right? Let's take a better unit. But then when you apply all cost, all this stuff like ability of cavalry to switch from one flank to another really fast, when you apply all these suddenly it's not that obvious that sometimes better unit become useless. By proper maneuvering, by proper positioning, you can make your opponent's units useless. As I tried to do in this game, I tried to make Marines of Taiko useless, but I didn't really manage to properly. But it's possible. It's possible. So, US Marines, well, it killed one Yari cavalry and one Red Bear, so probably cost effective. Infantry Marine, the Marine definitely cost effective. My Royal Marines and both my revolvers definitely cost effective. But in the end it was very close because of this. Yariki, like all these units, ideally what I should have done, charge with my Sabre cavalry, follow up with line. That's how it's done. What I did, on my right flank, my cavalry and my infantry didn't synergize well. I didn't control them properly. And for Taika, well, 2 of his Yariki still not cost effective. This man, they killed its Red Bears. They killed less than they cost. And I managed, like, most of his line were out of, like, disrupted and destroyed. But still, just because he had so much more lines than me, all these small additions, it worked well for him. Almost got me. So that's it for my match against Taika. I won 2-1, and well, see you guys later.